Greetings, 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 good people. Welcome back. It's Friday. Finally, it is Friday, the end of the work week for most people. It is February, not February, it's March 3rd, 2023. Happy Friday, everybody. So, this has been a real chaotic week. Everybody has been acting up on social media. The Housewives drama, Chris Brown is in the news again. Peter Thomas is out here defending himself left and right. It's just a whole lot of. Okay, so hopefully everybody had a good week. I'm wishing you a happy Friday. Shout out to my Twitch live viewers. I'm going to stream this on Twitch as usual and then probably cut the videos up into smaller segments and post that on YouTube instead of uploading the entire thing on YouTube. I don't know, just trying to feel some things out. So, greetings, everybody. Oh, man, I don't even know where to start. Okay, we got a couple of hot topics, a lot of hot topics, sprinkle all about. Social media has just been on fire for the last couple of days. We're only 3 days in March. Shout out to the Pisces. I know it is Pisces season. All right. I don't even know where to start, y'all. I absolutely positively don't know where to start. So this is what I will do. Let's start off with this. Tim Norman. If you're not aware, Tim Norman has been sentenced to life in prison. He actually got 2 life sentences plus an additional 240 months. That equals another 20 years, right? So Tim Norman is probably going to expire in jail, right? So his sentence was handed to him yesterday, March 2nd, 2023. Yeah, he got sentenced to 2 life sentences plus an additional 20 years, rightfully so, for him orchestrating the plot that basically claimed his nephew's life, okay? The other individuals you see pictured, Wael Yagnam is the guy who helped Tim Norman get the life insurance policy on his nephew, which Tim tried to cash out on after Andre was murdered, right? Terica Ellis, she is serving 3 years. She is the one that was paid $10,000. Some girl Tim was messing with. They have her down as an exotic dancer, whatever. But she was responsible for luring Andre out of the house where he was prior to him getting killed. And the man all the way on the right, he got 32 years. Travell Hill, he's the actual trigger man. He was paid $5,000 to take Andre's life. He pled guilty, and he said that he never had a conversation with Tim, but they communicated through a third party. So yeah, he's guilty. I mean, I don't know. I'm glad this is over. His family was out. They were outside of the courthouse. His mother, Michelle Griggs, Andre's mother. What a strong woman. Okay, so this has been. I think the anniversary of this is coming up this month. I think March 2014. Andre's life was taken 9 years ago. That's insane. So this trial, all of this took long enough, and Tim has finally been sentenced to life. Now, as far as Miss Robbie is concerned, that is Tim's mom. You know, she's an 80-something-year-old woman. You know, she wrote a letter to the judge asking for the judge to have mercy on her son. And I just don't know. I just don't know how to feel. Because there were some text messages revealed where Miss Robbie was under the impression that Andre might have had something to do with her home being burglarized. I'm pretty sure Tim planted that seed in her head. And she wanted him to come back to St. Louis to participate in a polygraph test. And he was scared to come back to St. Louis because he heard Tim was looking for him, you know? So I've done multiple videos on the trial, and I recently did a in-depth update on this very same story. It's on the channel on YouTube, so be sure to check it out on YouTube, okay? All right, let's move this train along and see what we got up next. All right. Now, social media has got a lot of people in a chokehold, okay? And some people run to social media for things to make us laugh, things to make us cry, and then certain things just piss me off personally, okay? Everybody doesn't need to know your business, all right? Especially if you are a parent. Parent your children off of social media, all right? Yandy Smith, okay? She decided to ask social media for their advice regarding what she should do with her son. Okay, so apparently her son, Omir's principal contacted Yandy and Mendices and let them know that her son brought fart spray to school, all right? And he sprayed it in the class. And she says, I need a good punishment, right? She posted this to her social media. She said that she told him that this will be the biggest punishment that he's received. She said taking his phone is just not enough. Me and dad are stumped on what the punishment should be, what that punishment should be. Big brother thinks that it's just a prank gone wrong and it's not a big deal. Any suggestions? First of all, who cares what his big brother thinks? His big brother is a child just like him, okay? I think he's a teenager, but whatever. He's a child nonetheless, right? Why are you taking to social media to ask social media how to parent your child? Now, I don't want to play this. This is like a prayer. Yandy's being very performative. All right, let me mute it, but let me play. So it's like a prayer, and she's putting her hand over her kid's head. And look how Yandy is acting. She's not praying. She's playing audio, right?
Oh, Father, I have one more request. Can you please send the spirit of patience upon me, dear God? Because I'm about to lose my mind up in here.
It's like, Yandy, some people in the comments were saying it's not that serious. Some people said wrote in the comments that they would have laughed. I guess they're an immature parent. And then some people wrote, why are you going to social media about this? Keep these kids' business off of social media. I agree. And parent your child properly. Now, you mean to tell me if there's a 2-parent household and neither one of you can rub your brains together to figure out an appropriate punishment for this little guy in a 2-parent household? Yeah. Anyway, first of all, stay off of social media with your personal, issues. Leave these kids' business off of social media. I know some people thought it wasn't that serious. Oh, kids will be kids. But what if there's somebody in his class that has respiratory issues, respiratory sensitivity, asthma, or could be allergic to whatever is in this fart spray? It wouldn't be funny if little Johnny had to pull out an EpiPen and shoot himself in the leg with an EpiPen. So no, he needs to be disciplined. First of all, you get off of social media. You actually propped your phone up to record this and post this. I see where the problem is, Yandy, and it's with you. Get off of social media and parent these children. This is why these kids think that these pranks and things that they see on social media are funny. It's not. And yes, it is that serious because, you know what? Never mind. Raise your children how you want to raise them, child. It is what it is. But this performative foolishness on social media and then the praying, and it's just so corny. Absolutely corny. All right, who's up next? Oh, I like this video, y'all. Here's a little bit of inspiration. Sometimes social media can be fun. Let's take a look and listen to what our good sis mathematician had to say. Like to hear it? Here you go.
These numbers are finite, but what you are missing...
From the top.
And welcome back. A lot of you all have said, Rashonda, you're not a dragon, but you keep bringing the heat. And to that I say, thank you. Today we're here to find out just how long you can hold a grudge with someone that has done you wrong. Is it 5 years, 20 years, 50 years? It's really very simple. Let's check the board. This is a numbers line. And on this numbers line, you have countable numbers. See, there are uncountable and countable numbers, okay?
Right.
These numbers are finite. But what you are missing that's not on this line is infinity.
Right.
As Cardi B said, if we are beefing, we have beef forever.
Right.
Now, our time down here on earth is finite, but our souls live on forever. So in heaven or hell, wherever our souls meet, please do not speak to me. Don't speak to me in Kroger or Walmart. Don't speak to me in the pits of hell or in my mansion in heaven.
Right.
See, Pepsi and Coke can't even be in the same restaurant together.
Preach.
Yet and still, you want us to get along.
Right.
Here's what you're missing. JC forgives. I do not. And that's what you need to understand. It's really very simple.
Very simple. Very simple. And that concludes today's lesson, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Some people hold grudges. Some people don't even hold grudges. Just don't speak to me. I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got no beef. It is what it is. Let's move on, okay? All right, y'all. Now we got to pray for Safari, honey, because Safari Samuels was in a serious situation, okay? He says that he was almost hit with a stray bullet. This was in Atlanta. He said, that's why I don't feel sorry for you criminals. So this was on the Jasmine brand the other day. And let's take a look and a listen to Safari's dilemma. Are we ain't gonna play? I'm gonna have to refresh this. This is so ghetto on a Friday. Now, why you want to be ghetto today?
In the face, man. You see how I did like that? That's what hit me right in my side. What the fuck? Yo, I was just standing right here. What the fuck? In the face, man.
So that's the piece of the bullet. He said, I almost got shot in the head by a stray bullet. I was inches away from where the bullet holes came from. This is why I can't effing stand Atlanta. Thank God, OMG. That's why I don't feel sorry for you criminals. And that is a piece of the bullet. He said, I cannot believe that just happened. Wow. Whoever had a switch on his gun and let off 10 shots, whoever that was had a switch on his gun and let off 10 shots in 3 seconds. That is absolutely wild and totally random. I hope Safari isn't lying, because a lot of these entertainers be lying for attention, and I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of a lot of y'all. All right, who's up next? Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely insane, and y'all gonna get enough of using postal and parcel services for your foolishness and shenanigans, okay? This is per On Site. According to On Site, the 2 UPS workers in Texas, they were arrested for allegedly transporting cocaine through the city in delivery packages, okay? A man that was Orlando, and who else? Fidencio. They were among the 5 men who were arrested and charged with drug trafficking. The 3 others charged was a 48-year-old man, a 58-year-old man, and a 45-year-old man. Okay. Y'all gonna get enough of this. Y'all using the post office as some sort of cover up to transport your drugs. Now UPS. Now you UPS workers have lost your job, and y'all facing serious criminal charges and serious prison time. Lord have mercy. The men are accused of delivering multiple packages of cocaine between March and October of 2022. Mendoza reportedly supplied the cocaine in the packages, while Lozano created the fake labels to distribute the products. They all face up to life in prison if convicted, and a possible $10 million fine. Life in prison? Wow. For the booger thing? They didn't even hurt anybody. Life in prison? According to the authorities, they confiscated about 60 kilos of cocaine that the group had moved. All 5 men have been charged with conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute and possession with intent to distribute. Wow. UPS has since released a statement on the incident. We are aware of the incident involving 2 UPS employees, and we're cooperating with the investigation. As this is an ongoing investigation, we are not able to make additional comments at this time, but instead defer to investigating authorities. That's what they told CBS News. Life in prison for that white thing? Wow. They didn't even have weapons, or they didn't hurt anyone. Life though? Why? Do you think that's a harsh sentence? But y'all done messed up. You done messed up a good thing, lost a good job. I don't know. Hopefully they'll keep up with that, because I'm most likely going to forget. But this is not the first time that that somebody has gotten caught using, a postal or delivery service to move weight. Y'all gonna stop messing around with these people's property. That's crazy. But life Anyway, moving along. TikTok. I thought this was interesting. TikTok announces a new family feature that will place an automatic 60-minute time limit on all users under the age of 18. So, according to TikTok's press release, right, every account belonging to a user below the age 18 will automatically be set to a 60-minute daily screen time limit. They claim to have consulted with the Digital Wellness Lab at the Boston Children's Hospital, where they determined that though there isn't a set recommended time that teens and children should be using social media, the new 60-minute limit is the best way to implement restraint for the amount of consumption teens can handle on a daily basis. Once the time limit is met, they will be prompted with a code that has to be entered to continue, requiring them to make an active choice to extend the time. So if they can put a code in to bypass the restricting of the app, what the hell is the purpose of this? Is it like a reminder? First of all, TikTok, you late. For those of us parents, such as myself, who are very privy to ways to like kind of monitor your kids' use of technology and phone use, I have something called Family Link. Okay, those of you who are Android users, you can download Family Link. It's free. Go to the Play Store, download Family Link, and you will be shocked to see what you can control. I've been using it for years. You can control every darn thing on your kid's phone. You can lock the whole phone so that all they can do is make outgoing and receive incoming calls. They can't text. You can block text messages. You can block all the apps. You can see all the apps that they have on their phone. It shows you how long they've been on the app, the last time that they were active. It shows you their battery percentage. It shows you their location, highlights, all types of stuff. You can block Google Chrome. You can block TikTok, Disney Plus, Netflix. You can set a time limit, all of that stuff. So TikTok, y'all late. And the only way that the child can unlock that phone is if they have your master Google password, which they shouldn't. Or they'll come to you and say, hey, can I use my phone? So there isn't anything for them to bypass. Now, as far as iOS, I have iPads. So I don't know. I haven't found like a parental parenting monitoring thing or app that's free. So I just set a limit for the iPad usage, and it's like, run it, and I check it. Listen, don't rely on these stupid apps to give you some fake little monitoring or give you the impression that they're actually concerned about your children. You take matters into your own hand, parents. And I was just having this conversation 45 minutes ago. A lot of parents are not tech savvy. If you cannot master how to navigate these apps on your children's phones and how to use these phones, then your kids don't need a phone. And the only thing that they should be able to do is make an outgoing call and receive an incoming call. You better get to know how to use these phones, and don't leave it up to, oh, well, I'll just take the phone. Because some of these kids were born into the information age, and they're very, very savvy and smart. You will be surprised at what they have access to and how limited the restrictions are for a lot of these apps. So parents, you better get to Gidget and Gadgeting and learn how to use these apps. Luckily, I've always been I love electronics. I like phones and tablets and computers and laptops and all types of kitchen appliances. I'm very savvy like that, and I know how to use these apps. So there's no getting over on mama. You could try, but if I catch you, that's going to be your ass. But like I said, if you are an Android user, there's an app called Family Link. It's free, and you could download it on the Play Store. And you basically have to connect how many ever phones you have, connect your child's phones or phone to your phone. And you could, with one click of a button, you could shut the whole system down. You could shut it down, lock the whole phone, block apps, limit apps, give them certain amount of time on apps. Don't let TikTok play with y'all, because TikTok is blocked around these parts until Fridays and Saturdays. And even then there's limits, and there is no bypassing it. So I just don't understand what's the point if there is a way for the kids to enter a code to bypass that. But I'm telling you, y'all better take a lot of these apps that these kids use. There's a lot of weirdos on these apps as well. I'm telling you. All right, up next. I thought this was an interesting story. Actually saw this episode on Dr. Phil, right? So Omarion sends a message to a woman who believed that she was engaged to the singer and sent a catfish over $4,000. And Omarion says it's crazy how far these people will go to convince and manipulate my fans, okay? So that is the woman on the right, and that's a picture of Omarion on the left, okay? Well, this woman basically, her friend brought her on to Dr. Phil because she says that her friend is getting catfish. She believes that she is talking to Omarion online, and she wasn't, okay? In a recent episode of Dr. Phil, a woman named Rachel appeared on the show to get help for her friend who claimed that she was engaged to singer Omarion. According to Rachel, her close friend Simone is infatuated with Omarion and is losing herself behind it. Rachel shared, "My friend Simone has been catfished for years by someone claiming to be Omarion. The Omarion that she thinks she's talking to, he is not. He is a catfish." Okay. According to Simone, the person claiming to be the artist has told her that he wants to marry her. However, the Omarion imposter has never attempted to meet Simone in person or even talk via FaceTime. In addition, Rachel shared that the fake Omarion has asked her friend for money. He's not Omarion. I know for a fact because there's no celebrity that's going to ask a civilian for money. Simone has been so love-struck that she has unfortunately given in to the money request and sent the person claiming to be the former B2K member $4,500 since they've met. Yikes. It's important to note that the real Omarion reportedly has a net worth of $6 million. Does he really? Rachel asked, if he's a superstar, why would he need her money? Only a scammer would do that, not a celebrity. Despite standing by her engagement claims, Simone expressed some concerns based on conversations she had with quote-unquote Omarion, which didn't make sense. Seemingly vulnerable about the engagement, she claimed the 38-year-old brought her a ring, but he kept it to himself because she was ordered to pay his manager first before meeting the singer. Simone said his manager, Simone is the girl who is being catfished, she told Dr. Phil that this quote-unquote Omarion bought her a ring and they're engaged. Dr. Phil said, where's the ring? She says, I don't have it because his manager wants me to pay $3,000 to meet him. Simone has been talking to the catfish online since October 2020. She has done a number of things to try to meet the love of her life, including paying $300 for a fan club for which she never received the confirmation card. During the TV segment, Simone also said that she's in a long-distance relationship with the singer, believing he lives in Inglewood, California, while she resides in the Bronx. Now, Omarion's manager was actually in the audience. Dr. Phil then pulled all the stops and got Omarion's manager, who's been managing him. I think that's his only manager he ever had, because she said she managed him since he was a little kid, since he was very, very young, right? And he got into the game when he was young. She said that he is from Inglewood, California, but she says he does not live in Inglewood. And this lady was sitched. She wasn't via telephone or Zoom. She was right in front of Simone's face in the audience. This episode was wild. Type it in on YouTube and see if you can pull it up. However, Omarion's manager and CEO of Omarion Worldwide denied all of Simone's claims against her client. She said, I've known him since he was 14. I can confirm he does not live in Inglewood. He's definitely from Inglewood, though. When asked if he charged $300 for a fan membership or $3,000 for an engagement, the manager, Michelle, she replied, absolutely not. It was a very embarrassing episode. Omarion also helped his manager put Simone's accusations to an end in a pre-recorded video. All right, let me see if I can pull up this picture, because I took a screenshot of the picture. First of all, Omarion was playing the piano, and then he turned around and he said, hey there. He said, it's crazy how far these people would go to convince and manipulate my fans to think that they are actually speaking with me. From sending fake driver's licenses, passports, even FaceTiming them, claiming there was a bad connection when they never seen me. He says, I'm sorry, Simone. I haven't been speaking with you online and we are not in a relationship. You haven't sent me any money. I want everyone to be aware that if someone is online claiming to be me and asking for money, that you are not speaking with me. I would never do that. He says, all of my official pages are clearly marked with a blue check. I don't have any backup pages. I ain't going to be lurking online. He says, I have one fan text number, and then he issued the number. And he says, when my time permits, I send positive messages. I am passionate about all of my supporters. So please be careful and mindful about who you are speaking with online. That is so sad. And Dr. Phil was very passionate about this topic because he busted his scammers. People were scamming on behalf of, or not on behalf of, they were scamming a lot of Dr. Phil viewers in other countries. It was wild. And Dr. Phil's wife, she has a skincare line. And a lot of people have been scammed thinking that they were purchasing products from Robin's skincare line, and they weren't. There were also people who were scammed into paying a certain amount to speak, quote unquote, with Dr. Phil, thinking that they were speaking with Dr. Phil, and they absolutely were not. Okay. So this episode was really interesting and sad at the same time. So much so that Omarion, I like the fact that he actually pre-recorded a video and sent it to her. There were some people who were saying that he should have, what did they say? That he should have actually came out and met her. And I think that is a stupid idea. That's stupid as hell. Why would he do that? First of all, he doesn't know if this woman is crazy or not. Okay. Second of all, do you know how many copycats there will be to go to extreme measures to meet their favorite artists? Listen, I see it going around on YouTube too. A lot of spam comments are in some of these videos in the comment section telling them, hey, link up with me on WhatsApp and send me money. I've seen a couple of content creators on YouTube having to kind of issue a statement saying, if anybody asks you for your number via WhatsApp or asks you for money through WhatsApp, that is not me. And I just think a lot of people have to exhibit some common sense. You know what I mean? If you watch somebody often enough, you kind of know their patterns and their behaviors. So if something seems fake, then 9 times out of 10 it is. And regarding this blue check, people could pay for blue checks now. So to be honest with you, I don't know. It's all one big mess. I know Omarion says that his page is marked with a blue check. But again, even on Instagram, not only Twitter, you can pay for a blue check, and you can also pay for a blue check on IG. So let the fake pages roll in. But I just think people need to use, common sense. Now, speaking of common sense or lack thereof, first of all, this young thug trial, they haven't even picked jurors for this trial. But they already know this trial is going to be 6 to 9 months they're predicting. Okay. The other day, last week sometime, I talked about this Lil Woody character who was singing like Aretha in an interrogation room before 2 detectives. And he was just basically saying that, look, there's something that's going to go down. I know who the victim is going to be. I know who the person that's going to do it is. I'll tell you everything you need to know. They didn't even offer this man a packet of salt, and he was in there singing like Aretha. Now, this video leaked onto the internet, and I said, how the heck did this footage get released? Well, a judge in the YSL RICO case orders an investigation after Lil Woody's police interview was leaked. Rightfully so, because this is crazy. The court judge presiding over the Young Thug YSL RICO case is cracking down on lawyers. Now, according to reports, the judge has ordered an investigation after more evidence from the high-profile case was leaked online. Okay, as previously reported, video footage of an associate of Young Thug, born Jeffrey Wood. He's only 30. Young Thug is only 30, and look at all the trouble that this man is in. Anyway, so this associate, Lil Woody, he's being interviewed by police. The video basically circulated over the internet last month. Now, the YSL member, who goes by Lil Woody, is heard seemingly negotiating information on Young Thug for leniency in his own case. While internet users everywhere were quick to comment their thoughts, the court judge said the footage should still be private. All right, so here it is. That's the video. I'll spare you the details because most of you probably already seen it. If not, it's all over social media. Reportedly, Fulton County Superior Court, the judge basically, he addressed the situation during a hearing yesterday, day before yesterday, March 1st, emphasizing that certain evidence must remain withheld from the public until trial. So the judge stated, it affects everyone's rights to a fair trial. I don't know who did this, but if this pertains to you, please amend your ways. You're playing a very dangerous game with your 6-digit bar number. Okay. The judge basically said, y'all keep playing around and I'm going to have your law license in my hand. All right. So Young Thug and Gunner, they are more than 20 other associates. They're 2 of 20 associated individuals. They were basically, screw all this. Y'all know what's going on with this RICO case, okay? A lot of people said Gunna is a snitch. Young Thug is still behind bars. There are so many witnesses. It's like 15, 20, 25 witnesses that are supposed to be testifying, okay? Record executives, all types of people. Again, they have yet to select a jury. Young Thug jury selection still ongoing in rapper's YSL RICO trial. Not one juror selected weeks after process started. Here's what I want to know. Why is it taking so long for a jury to be selected? I remember one potential juror had to write and she didn't show up or something like that for jury, something. She didn't show up and the judge stood before her and told her that she had to write like a 20-page paper on the importance of jury selection or showing up on time for jury duty or what have you. This is a bleep show. They're saying that the trial is going to expected to last 6 to 9 months, but y'all haven't even selected one jury yet. So how you know how long the trial going to be? Probably because of all these damn witnesses. But I think that this is careless that this video was leaked. I don't know if they're trying to intentionally sabotage this case. Who knows? Anything involving any of these entertainers, I'm always going to question, okay? Because you will be surprised at the things that people do, or maybe some of you won't, for media attention. I know it sounds absolutely stupid, but it's the truth. But that is, I don't know. This whole Young Thug situation is weird. And they're now turning it into a documentary. I don't know if you guys seen that. There's like a documentary that's surrounded around the lyrics used in rap to convict people. So it's kind of like rap is under attack again, this documentary. Do I think rap is under attack? No. I think when people commit crimes and then they brag and boast about it in their music and snitch on themselves, you can't say rap is under attack, okay? You can't commit heinous crimes or be involved in heinous crimes and then brag about it over a hot beat. It's stupid. You are deteriorating what many people have built. Rap, a form of expression, the culture of hip hop. I think there's a lot of people that are a part of the culture of hip hop that are tainting the culture of hip hop, right? I remember when all the gangster rap was ushered in and things just took a turn for the worse. You know, there are many people who have lost their lives over this rap ish, and that's not what it was intended for. So when you have so many people creating that type of environment within the culture of hip hop, of course rap is going to seemingly, quote unquote, be under attack. No, y'all fools just getting investigated. And unfortunately, everybody in the rap game gets lumped in. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch, basically, right? You heard that saying. So no, like you get on you giving law enforcement work to do. So you don't have anybody to blame but yourself. Just stop ruining ish. Y'all always ruining something. All right. Speaking of ruining things, Christopher Maurice Brown, will you please come to the front of the congregation. Okay. So Chris Brown throws a fan's phone into the crowd after she kept getting on it as he danced with her on stage. So basically, it's being reported that Chris Brown did not want his lap dance that he was performing on this young lady on stage filmed. So she was trying to film the dancers and trying to film Chris Brown, and he flung the phone into the stage. Okay. He's on tour overseas. Christopher, stop grinding on that girl like that. She looks so unamused. Look at her. She's filming. She looks like she's filming herself. And then she's filming the dancers. Yoink! So he threw it and he kept performing. I mean, he could have kind of slid the phone across the stage. What do y'all think about this? You think that this is highlighting Chris Brown's violent ways? Because you know that's what everybody is saying. He did post to his stories that the girl, on his Instagram stories, that the girl got her phone back. But my concern is, what if he launched that phone pretty fierce, right? What if that would have conked somebody in their head? That was my concern. What if that would have hit somebody in the face or something like that? So nobody has reported being injured. So I guess it's all good. I don't know. He should have escorted her. Somebody says he should have made her get off stage. Yeah, I agree. He could have escorted her politely off a stage. Or he could have said, baby girl, don't record. Like, he could have said, baby girl, put your phone down. I don't know. He's probably caught up in the moment. But what do you guys think about that? Like I said, my concern is that could have hit somebody in the damn crowd. So she did get her phone back, according to Chris Brown. And she hasn't, has she gotten online and spoken about this? Did she go on she ain't go on TikTok? Is her phone broken? But she looked unamused. Is it just me? Like, look at her. No, you don't want to play again? It's all right. Yeah, she boring. Like, girl, I'd have been getting right in there with Christopher. I'd have been dancing right along with him, girl. Yes. Come on, Robitussin. Come on, Robitussin. Look at her. She looks so unamused. Child, these mobile devices got y'all in a chokehold. What do you guys think? You think Chris Brown did too much? Share your thoughts in the comments. All right, who's up next, y'all? Who is up next? Let's see. I don't know. She just looks so boring. Cardi B and Offset. Apparently, the McDonald's franchises say Cardi B and Offset meal broke Golden Arch Code. Sometimes I just don't understand what these companies, like what their vision is. I don't get it. You know, are you motivated by money, or you want to take a moral high? I don't know why these companies act like, especially in this country, why some of these companies act like they have this moral standard. Y'all don't care. All right, so let's read what the Jasmine brand wrote. Cardi B and her husband Offset's Valentine's Day partnership with McDonald's has taken a turn after several franchises have criticized the pair and accused them of breaking the brand's Golden Arch Code due to the rap couple's lyrics and lifestyle. Okay, before I read any further, all right, let's put on our thinking caps. My 5th grade teacher used to always say that. Let's put on our thinking caps. So here's my question. How did this collaboration between McDonald's and Cardi B and Offset happen? Someone had to approach someone, right? I'm leaning towards McDonald's probably approached Cardi and Offset with this deal. Hell, they may have approached Cardi and she said, I ain't doing it without Set. You know, she love her husband, right? So at what point did you realize that Cardi B's lifestyle and lyrics and Offset's lifestyle and lyrics did not match up with your brand? Was this when did y'all realize this? Because this makes absolutely no sense. Now, according to the Wall Street Journal, many store owners have voiced their concerns with the company's alignment with Cardi B and Offset. Some locations, okay, so it's the franchises, it's not McDonald's overall. Well, guess what, franchise owners? McDonald's don't give a damn. They absolutely don't, because the head honcho saw fit to partner with Cardi B and Offset. So it's the actual franchise owners, got it, that have a problem. All right, some locations have even removed the advertisement posters associated with the promotion and encourage other franchises to do the same, stating that the couple's image doesn't mirror McDonald's family friend values. I don't think McDonald's would appreciate you removing posters and promotions from a deal that they, the head honchos, the head French fries in charge, have negotiated with these two. That's interesting. The brand's Golden Arches Code of Marketing states that promotions and branding shouldn't include musical partnerships associated with content that includes offensive language in lyrics. Someone wrote, have they heard Sweetie's lyrics? But McDonald's marketed her meal combo for months. McDonald's hasn't been the same since they stopped making fried apple pie. Big facts, sis. Those fried apple pies used to slap. Okay? Nobody said anything when Meg, Sweetie, or Travis Scott had meals. I don't think Megan Thee Stallion didn't have a meal with McDonald's. She had her deal with Popeyes, right? What do you guys think about this? You think they're doing this to kind of drive more people to, is it over? Are they still even selling the meal at McDonald's? You think they're trying to drive people to buy the meal? Because according to, I forgot what media outlet it was that I was reading, the sales were sailing. So, like I said, the head French fry in charge, Ronald and them, they seem to be happy with the numbers. So that's pretty much all it's about. They got paid to do a job. And I guess some of these other franchise owners, I get it. They want to fake like they have this moral compass that's working 24/7, child. Who cares? Free publicity for Cardi. Let me know what you guys think, though. All right, who's up next? Who's next? I'm debating if I'm going to put this on YouTube. Like I said, I may just cut this up, or I may just put the whole thing on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to like the video. Okay, this will probably go up a little bit later on. All right, shifting gears. Real Housewives of Atlanta's Drew SIDORA and her husband, Ralph Pittman, filed for divorce. Okay, she filed 1 minute earlier than him. I think that's how it went. I don't know. Who cares? This is crazy. Okay, I saw this coming. If you watch Housewives of Atlanta, then you're not surprised. Okay, it's very evident to me that Ralph did not want to be in a relationship with Drew. And why Drew would want to continue to be in a relationship with Ralph is very puzzling. Okay, so I did a video yesterday breaking this all down, talking about the details. Well, there's some more exclusive details according to Radar Online. Drew SIDORA's husband files for divorce. I think he filed 1 minute before she did, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, demands Roa star be kicked out of their Georgia mansion. I'm telling you, I said it in my previous video, that this is going to get ugly. All right, super duper ugly. If this isn't a storyline for next season, or maybe the season after that, who knows? Okay, so Drew SIDORA, her husband, Ralph Pittman, filed for divorce after 8. I thought it was 9 years of marriage, but whatever. Some media outlets are saying 8, some are saying 9. Who cares? According to court documents obtained by Radar Online earlier this week, Ralph, he filed a petition in Gwinnett County, Georgia. Okay, he listed the date of marriage as August 21st, 2014. And the date of separation as February 19th, 2023. Ralph said that since the split, they have lived in a bona fide state of separation since that date. Okay. Ralph said that the marriage was irretrievably broken and there is no hope for reconciliation. The couple, they share 2 children. Ralph has demanded joint physical custody of the kids. He specifically wants a parenting time schedule that permits both the petitioner and the respondent to experience having the children in his or her respective physical custody for an equal amount of time on a consistent basis. That says a lot. Okay, he's not fighting her for 100% custody. He wants to split it down the middle. So that speaks, there's something to be said for that. Anyway, in addition, Ralph has asked for joint legal custody to allow him to have a say in all important decisions for their children. I think Drew is going to fight him on that. I do think she's going to fight him on that. Ralph wants Drew to vacate their marital home. Ooh, and for the property to be awarded to him. He said that he solely satisfied the loan for the marital residence located in Duluth, Georgia. Further, he said that he solely made financial contributions to the maintenance and upkeep of the marital residence since the purchase in 2020 to date. Wow. Damn, Ralph. So where the kids gonna go? Ralph said that he wants exclusive use to the home and possession of the residence. In court documents, he revealed that Drew and he took out a personal loan from a third party. He said that the money was used to fund joint ventures for both parties during the marriage. Drew's estranged husband wants the court to order they are both liable for the debt. But you want the house? So why not sell the house and use that to pay off the debt that y'all have? And whatever is left over from the sale of the house, split that down the middle and y'all take it. Y'all take 50-50. No? I'll tell you, this is going to get ugly. Ralph said that they both have their own credit card and tax debts. He wants to be responsible for his debt while he wants Drew to pay her own. Okay, in the docs, he requested exclusive use of his 2022 Porsche and a 2018 Cadillac. He said, come on, don't do this now. Why y'all just come and mess this up? He said Drew can continue driving her 2021 Cadillac Escalade after she refinances the car in her name solely. Damn. See, you see how ugly these things. Let me tell you, I should have been a divorce attorney, because them divorce attorneys get paid to be nasty. Ain't no friendly. It's like, let the games begin. They shake on it, and then it's just like, wow. So he basically wants his name off of Drew's car, the truck. He said Drew could have that. Take my name on it. You're going to have to refinance. Girl, you refinance that, you're going to be starting from the beginning, paying payments on that car. Ralph wants Drew cut off from alimony and spousal support. He said that she's the star on Real Housewives of Atlanta and said that her earning capacity far exceeds Ralph's capacity, as she is a pivotal character on this nationally syndicated franchise show that is shown on Bravo Television Network. Ooh-wee. I know he ain't write that. Who's his lawyer? Ralph said that his estranged wife also works as a professional actress and artist. He said that they should split the costs of raising their kids. The court document said Ralph wants all his bank and retirement accounts to be awarded to him. So then why can't you sell the home and whatever debt it is that you took out from a third party for the loan on the house, use some of the money that comes from the sale of the sale of the house to pay off that debt. Whatever is left over, split that down the middle. Ralph, you take half, Drew take half. No? And then everybody find a new home, because according to you, Drew makes more money. So if you want her kicked out the house, how you going to maintain the house? No, child, he want to move somebody else in that bad boy. Trust me, he already dating. He already got his, whoever he is gonna be in a relationship with. He wants to move some. Why do you by yourself need that big house? But then again, if he wants to split custody, that's where the kids can come. It's a familiar place to them. But can you upkeep the house, Ralph, if Drew is kicked out and you want to be awarded the house? Or maybe he wants to be awarded the house so that he can sell it, and then all of the money would go to him. Man, these divorce attorneys are very nasty, y'all. What do you think? I mean, am I surprised about this? No. Is it a sad situation? Maybe not, because I've said before on many occasions, whatever is best for the children, if it's better that they separate and split up, which I think it is, then go their separate ways. They don't like each other. And Drew also accused him of being a serial cheater and also being physically abusive to her. That's what she said in her new court filings. Watch my previous video. Let me know what y'all think, y'all. I wish them nothing but the best. Good luck to them. It's sad. Sad. And she wanted him to adopt her son. Why would you want him to adopt your son if he was physically aggressive and physically abusive according to you? Why would you want that? Because Drew probably planned on divorcing him too and was hoping that he would pay child support for all the kids if he legally adopted him. So both of these people, to me, it seems like both of them had their exit plans. That's what it seemed like to me. Anyway, moving along. Lord, Peter. Peter has done video after video after video. I couldn't even keep up, okay? So now that things have seemingly quieted down, we can take it from the tippity top. This is the first article that I seen, okay? So I wanted to read this because I like to have all the information, because sometimes people switch things up, leave things out, put things in. This, I still don't even understand what happened, okay? Maybe y'all can help me out. So this was the very first article that I saw. The Baltimore Banner is the name of the outlet, right? Peter Thomas of Real Housewives of Atlanta fame faces assault trial in Baltimore, okay? This was February 28th. This was posted. All right, so listen to the details of this particular article. Peter Thomas, a Baltimore restaurateur who gained notoriety on Housewives of Atlanta, is standing trial this week in Baltimore Circuit Court on allegations that he drunkenly choked a woman. Now, on Tuesday, Chanel Williams testified that she decided to go to Bar 1 on Lancaster Street in Baltimore, basically, with two friends after dinner the night of March 20th, 2022, because it had been a while since she last visited. Okay? We were all there having a good time, says Williams, who's 30, of Baltimore County, in the Elijah E. Cummings Courthouse in Baltimore. Everything was fine. Next, Williams said a woman invited the group to a booth in the VIP area. That's when Thomas, a co-owner, of the restaurant, and the ex-husband of supermodel Cynthia Bailey, came over and gave her a hug. He pushed her back into the lounge chair with his body weight, she testified, and she figured that he'd been drinking. Later, Peter came back to the booth, she said, and started cursing her out for no apparent reason. He then put a hand around her neck and squeezed for about 30 seconds, Williams testified. Now, this woman, this is the niece of Tammy Rivera, Waka Flocka's wife, or are they divorced? Ex-wife. Okay? Williams, the woman, testified that she left the restaurant and drove home. She said that she called 911 that night and filed charges the following afternoon with a court commissioner. Her friend, Sierra Dunlap, told the jury that she had been talking and dancing with Peter and joked that the girl Williams, the one who's saying that Peter choked her, Tammy's niece, was upset with him. Let me read that again. Her friend Sierra Dunlap told the jury that she had been talking and dancing with Peter and joked that Williams was upset with him. That's because he blocked Dunlap, not Tammy's niece, the girl who was dancing with him. He blocked her phone number. I didn't know that was going to hit a trigger. This is what Dunlap said, noting that she had made up that her friend, the girl, Tammy's niece, was upset. So you on the dance floor, this Sierra girl is on the dance floor with Peter. She had messed around with Peter before. Peter obviously blocked her number. She says to Peter, my friend is mad at you, but that wasn't the case. My friend is mad at you because you blocked my number, but none of that was true. She now saying that she didn't think that that would trigger him to go over to the girl, and he was upset. Williams, Tammy's niece. On cross-examination, Dunlap testified that she was talking to Peter and went to dinner with him. They were intimate one time. She said he also sent her $2,500. In her closing argument, the assistant state attorney told the jury to focus on what happened that night in the restaurant and not other information, including the details of past relationship. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is an assault case. Okay? Peter, she said, engaged in downright irresponsible behavior, conduct that amounted to second-degree assault. Meanwhile, Peter's attorney described his client as a hardworking man who built a business in Harbor East, which he called the Jewel of Baltimore. Peter's lawyer asked the jury to look at the version of events that the state outlined in court with a critical lens. He said it made no sense that his client would attack customers. I can't profess to know exactly what happened. This is what Peter's lawyer said. I wasn't there. The burden is on them to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Such a lawyer. A manager at Bar 1 testified that Williams, not Dunlap, but Williams, Tammy's niece, got in Peter's face. Marquise Britton said that he was sitting in the booth that night and heard a commotion but did not make anything of it. Peter, 62, testified that he was at the restaurant the entire day and described his role as a promoter. He said he typically drinks 3 or 4 cocktails, but stated that he was not intoxicated. Initially, Peter said that he did not see the women walk into the restaurant, but he later went over to greet them. Williams was different that night, he said, and asked him why he blocked her friend. She was hysterical, Peter testified. She was in my face. He said he did not put his hand around her neck, calling the allegation ridiculous. Instead, Thomas testified he eased her off him, and she fell back into the chair. Nowadays, he said, everyone has a camera on their cell phone. If the allegations were true, Thomas testified, I'd be on every blog if that happened. Now, here's my question, Peter. You don't have cameras in your establishment? So here's what I'm gathering. You and your homegirl decided to go to Bar 1 because you hadn't been there for a while after dinner. However, your homegirl got history with Peter, and you know that your homegirl got history with Peter. Or did you? Your homegirl dancing with Peter after Peter blocked her. You had relations with him. He blocked you. Blocked your number. You probably was trying to get in contact with him. So the only way for you to see him was to go down to his bar. Why though? My friend mad at you because you blocked me. What else did she say to him? And it's true. Everybody has cell phones. I want to see the footages. I'm not saying Peter did do this, and I'm not saying Peter didn't do it. But where's the footages? No camera footage? All right, let's shift gears. Tammy Rivera has something to say. Take some time, let this screen load. Okay. This is pretty much what I read. Tammy Rivera confirms that her niece is a woman that was allegedly choked by Peter, and claims that despite the not guilty verdict, he did assault her family member. First of all, you weren't there, Tammy. You weren't there. That's number one. Number two, 12 jurors unanimously found Peter not guilty. Now, we know In a court of law, it's what you can prove. Just because you were found not guilty doesn't mean that you're not guilty. That's how I feel. Okay? Now let's see if we can get into what Tammy had to say. No? Okay, I think I have it pulled up either way. Be sure to take this time to like the video, y'all. This story was so long and drawn out. Do I have the video of Tammy speaking out? She said a whole lot of nothing, if you ask me. She said that Peter was crying when he called her and he was upset. We're going to get there, people. Here it is. This is what Peter had to say outside of the courthouse. Let's see if this will load. Instagram is really trying it today with me, y'all. Come on. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Hey people, I just walked out of courthouse where
Of course, y'all having trouble playing this. So Peter basically said he walked out of the courthouse where 12 people found him not guilty. Tammy Rivera claims that Peter called her and cried because he was scared. Let's see if we're back. This is ghetto.
hey people, I just walked out of courthouse where this whole thing, this mess that's on the, it's all over the blogs, right? So I just walked out of the courthouse and the verdict came back 12 out of 12 jurors not guilty. Keep on coming for me, but I tell them that I'm protected. Okay? They're trying to come for me in all kind of ways, but I'm protected. All right? I know what it is. Now when I don't talk to y'all, because I think y'all on some BS.
All right, let's see what Tammy had to say, child. Here she go. Instagram, you're truly messing up today.
You know, a lot of people are asking me and DMing me about the situation with my niece. I haven't spoke about it or said anything because, you know, out of privacy for her and her respect. But anybody who knows, they know I don't play when it comes to my family. Peter knows that as well. What the moral story is, my niece didn't want me to help her. She didn't want me involved. She wanted me to help her with the lawyer or the case or anything. What it boils down to is he had Warren Brown as a lawyer. My niece had a state's attorney. That's what happened. That's all it is. He put his hands on her. He choked her. She called me outside the restaurant crying hysterically. My niece is not loud. She's not ghetto. She does not be in no...
Wait a minute. So if she was loud and ghetto, that would be warranted? Why do y'all say stuff like that? Anyway, keep going, Tammy.
Mess. That's not her world. For her to even call me like that and saying that someone and everybody who was in that club saw it. He called around that next morning multiple times trying to apologize and get in contact with her. Like, you did it. Apologize and move on. You know, a lot of people are asking, if it gets to a point where you can't control your liquor and you don't remember what happened and you have to call around and say, oh my God, I don't remember what happened last night. What did I do? I don't remember that happening, that you're that drunk that you can't remember. That's sad. Get some help. Thank God that you had a little money to get you a good lawyer to get you off. But next time, it might not go that way. It might go a whole nother way. This ain't, Miami. This ain't, Charlotte. You in Baltimore. Get some help. Because it ain't going to be a next time. So thank God you won this case.
She from Baltimore? Where Tammy from? She from Baltimore, right? Your cousin your niece didn't want you to help her. So why you ain't just hire a lawyer anyway? What she was going to say, no, lawyer man, don't represent me? Whatever. What do you guys think about this? I think this is all foolishness. I don't know about a misunderstanding, but I do think that it's all foolishness. And again, just because you were found not guilty, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. We can't pick and choose when we believe in the justice system. So I know people are going to go around saying that man is not guilty. He's found not guilty. Yeah. So were the officers that, beat Rodney King to a pulp. All of them walked, right? So what does that say about the justice system? Anyway, let's listen to what Uncle Pete had to say.
Somebody just sent me a clip. I'm going through a lot of shit right now. But somebody just sent me a clip from the Potomac Housewife, a reunion show. And Mia is going at it with Wendy. And, brother, this is kind of your fault. Because I taped with y'all for 5 minutes promoting Bar in Baltimore and Bar in Miami Beach, and you turned that 5 minutes into 9 episodes, and now my name is thrown around on a reunion show when in real life, I don't mess with none of those women, okay? Giselle, Robin, cool people. The rest of them, Wendy, I shot with her one time, 5 minutes. Didn't go out to dinner with her. I didn't have no late night snack with her. She's a married woman. She's very respectful, very honorable. Okay, so for you to be talking about me and Wendy getting together is so disrespectful, and it's so thirsty. It's real thirsty for you to do that just to collect that check from Bravo. There's nothing cool about that. Okay, and you can't just use my name like that, because if you use my name like that, I'm gonna have my lawyer get in touch with you guys, and it's gonna be really ugly. Okay, because I do not know any of those women. I never see them outside of my establishment. Okay, and y'all just can't recklessly just throw people's name out there like that, because it actually hurt my business, and that's irresponsible. Please cease and desist. Somebody just sent.
Peter has spoken. So what the heck is he talking about? Mia from Housewives of Potomac basically said that Wendy and Peter were messing around. And she claims that she has video evidence that they were messing around and they went out to dinner together and they are hee-hee-haw and they're more than friends, basically. Now we know Mia is a liar, okay? If you watch Housewives of Potomac, even if you don't, I'm pretty sure you've seen clips or you've heard of her reputation, and it's not a good one, okay? Now, y'all gonna leave Pete alone. Leave him be, all right? So it seems like Peter is going at it with everyone from all facets. And at what point does it stop? You know who I blame? That damn Andy, okay? Andy, he loves it. He loves the mess. He loves the foolishness. And I get all of that. You do what you can for ratings. But it's all fun and games until somebody gets sued, all right? And then there's a judgment against you, and you got to lean on your property to satisfy the judgment, okay? Cut it the heck out. And I'm with him. Bravo, Andy, stop using my name. And stop allowing Mia to besmirch my name and F up my reputation, all right? Now, listen, I'm pretty sure his lawyer has a lot of money, and he's not opposed to getting any more. Put your lawyer to work, Pete. Put your lawyer to work. Oh, but that's not all. Okay? Peter had more to say. Let's take a look and listen.
It's good when you have friends that could check you. I got checked. I took down the last video because I was a little bit angry. But I'm okay now. All I'm saying is that I cannot wait to see the video that Mia Thornton is going to produce of me and Dr. Wendy Osofa, CNN analyst, professor at Johns Hopkins, getting it on. And I apologize, Wendy, because you and I both know that nothing like that exists. And I shouldn't buy into this reality game. But it just hurt when grown people throw other grown people name around with no, what you guys call it, receipts, no proof. And especially when you know damn well that didn't happen. But you want to do a clapback video talking about everything but checking your wife. That ain't cool. Okay. You can play the game without lying if you're really good at the game. I did it for several years.
What?
Try doing it like that.
Leave Uncle Pete alone, y'all. Just leave the man alone. But wait, there's more.
Good morning, social media world. It's been a rough 48 hours,
Right.
but I want to take the time to apologize to all the people out there that think that I did something that I didn't do. I'm apologizing anyway. I'm not going to take the low road. I'm going to take the high road. I got 7 beautiful sisters. I got probably around 15 beautiful nieces, 2 beautiful daughters, my 87-year-old mom, okay? And I want y'all to know that the picture that was painted is not who I am. And that's why I took the risk of going in front of 12 jewelers to make sure that I was vindicated, and I was. With that said, I am so pro-black woman, it's crazy. The people that run my business are all black women, okay? That's where my comfort zone lied. And I wish the young lady the best, and I hope that lessons was learned across the board from all of this. The next thing I'm going to address is the Potomac housewife situation. Mia, someone that I know from Charlotte, and her husband is on that show. I taped twice for them, and it seemed like me taping twice, 15 minutes of my time, turned out to be a whole season that they've been using my name every week, my name. It's crazy. All right, if y'all watch the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. On the reunion, someone sent me the clip saying that Mia's pointing finger at me, said that I slept with Dr. Asofo, Wendy, which I only met 3 times in my entire life. First time, we were talking about a scene we want to do about her doing a Nigerian restaurant. We did the scene. She came and ate. She loved the food, and I videotaped and I put it on my social media. Second time, we did the scene. Third time, she did the scene in Miami. I don't really know that lady. I've never hung out with any of the girls from Potomac Housewife. Don't know any of them on a personal level. I've seen them around, and I'm extremely respectful, as so are they. All right, so when you point the finger and said, I slept with someone, and you got proof, video proof, that I slept with a married woman that's highly revered. She's an analyst on CNN, and she's a doctor at Johns Hopkins University. You know what I'm saying? A doctor's degree. That's some hurtful stuff. And that's some stuff that we have to be mindful when we play this reality game, that we can't do that to people. I barked back because I was offended. Because the people that were saying it know for a fact that that didn't happen. So I don't know why they were saying that and thinking people not going to be hurt by it. And yes, I want all the fans that on my page, 85% are women. Okay, my business is supported mostly by women, to know that I'm not that type of guy. Okay? Never was, never will be. All right? And it's all a lie. Okay? And I can't even understand why a husband choose to come and beat me down instead of correct his wife, when he know also that's a lie. But that's their shit that they got to go through. Check this out. The reunion show is coming up. Tune in, because all lies are exposed on Bravo. Peace.
Stay out of women's business, Peter. Dang, yo. They should just cut him a check at this point. What do you guys think? Child, Mia, let me see if I could pull up this apology, child, because Mia was on social media apologizing. She was on Twitter apologizing. And she basically, actually, before she apologized, she said that she was not lying. And she showed a video of Peter and Wendy having dinner, I think it was. Let's see if I could pull this up. Let's see if I could pull this up. Hey, hey. Let's see if I could pull this up. Let's see if I could pull this up. Here you go.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was crispy.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. Nigerian that was talking shit about my food. Look at the plate, y'all. Something once was in that plate. What you saying now?
It was good.
Oh, really?
It was
Really?
good. The snapper was good.
Yeah.
It was crispy.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. Nigerian that was talking shit about my food.
All right. So basically, this is the receipt that Mia said that she had, y'all. She posted, quote, "I didn't go out to dinner with her. I didn't have a late night snack with her. I only filmed with her for 5 minutes. Lies, lies, lies. Sorry, P. Wrong food group. Zen Wen was playing with the snapper, not the cookie." What is wrong with Mia, y'all? What's wrong with this girl? Anyway, so that's her receipt. That's her proof that Peter and Wendy did something. Let's see if she still has. Let me see if she still has the apology up there. Hold on. Let me pull it up on Twitter. Pull it up on Twitter. She's talking about how she's on a journey. You know. Oh, did she take it down? What happened to the apology? Oh, Mia. Well, luckily for Mia, I posted this to my community tab on YouTube. Are you guys following me on YouTube or subscribe to me? Let me see. It's Friday, child. My internet is like, look, I am ready to go home. Let me pull up this community tab because I did post it. Oh, hold on, y'all. Here you go. Here you go, y'all. All right. My caption, "Stop your lies, you foolish girl." It's opening. First, I'm sorry for repeating what I heard without discussing the alleged with the person directly. But you heard it? I have so much love for my family and friends. It pains me to know I cause so much off-camera drama. Brotherhood is bond. While G needs more time to process, I want to publicly apologize for spreading a rumor. Now it's a rumor. It's rude and not very nice of me. Now her husband got involved in this shenanigans, and basically said that, you know, Peter asked him to borrow $60,000 and just a mess. Stop your lies, you foolish girl. Why do y'all be opening y'all mouth to tell all these lies, okay? For real, I do think Mia probably needs to go to some sort of therapy because it's disgusting. You know what I mean? And people like her irk my nerves. I can't stand these people who tell these big lies to cause discord and you know, and disrupt harmony between people, making up lies to make people think that a person is one way when that's the furthest from the truth, right? So come through with your proof, Miss Mia girl, with your lying self. Pinocchio, I can't. Let me tell you something. Housewives of Potomac, it's just not to me. It's just not entertaining. It's just it's not entertaining. Candace about to get sued because that's a whole nother video. That is a whole nother video. Okay. Candace is being sued for $2 million, child, because of what she said about Ashley's husband. Grabbing by the booty, Darby, child, is being accused of having sexual relations with men and paying for sexual relations with men. Now, Candace said that she knew the person who provides the services and says that grab him by the booty Darby is a client. Now, all Candace has to do is provide the proof, okay? Bravo, y'all got a lot going on over there. And I know Andy is loving it, but I'm going to tell you, just on the outside looking in, it's just a little, I don't know what's going to happen to Housewives of Potomac. But I think Mia should be fired, right? Wasn't Phaedra fired because of she said someone told her something and she decided to tell Portia, and Portia decided to confront Candy about it, right? And Phaedra was fired for that reason. So, but then again, we already know there's not equal treatment across the board. We know how that goes. I don't like Andy Cohen. I never have. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right, yeah, that's all I got on this Friday. Ain't got no more. I'm sure I will be back because I did not get to all the topics that I wanted to discuss. So it's probably going to be in a separate video. I'm still debating if I should put this up on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. All right, that is a free way for you to super support the channel. A little bit goes a long way. Drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. I want to wish everybody a happy Friday. I hope you have a splendid weekend. Welcome to all of the new YouTube Royal family members. Shout out to my Twitch viewers. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. If this video does not make it in its full length on YouTube, you can watch it on Twitch. Okay. She_Royal_B. The Twitch app is free. All you have to do is download it and search she_Royal B, and boom, there I'll be. Ooh, bars. All right. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. I love you for watching. As always, until next time. Peace.